Don't think twice. Hey, Patrice. Alicia. Shakika. Hey, girl, hey. What's up, Tanya? Alicia, you've been missing in action. Hey, honey. Is it Honey V? Wisdom. Darren. Oh, my collar. Y'all mess. When I say it's 16 degrees here, 16. 1-6. Hey, girl. Hey. What's up, Lori? Oh, the chapstick down there, too. Oh, damn. It's only 19 there. Okay, so we're in Trader Joe's because, you know, we're going to the cabin tomorrow. Hey, girl. Hey. What's up, Belinda? All right, so just do half. Hey, Christy. It is not 5 degrees where you are, honey. Where are you located? Yeah. Hey, Shamika. So we're at the Trader Joe's because we're going to this cabin tomorrow and we got to get the food and stuff. Lolita, I got your Cash App for the second and third books. I will be shipping those on Tuesday. Not Tuesday, Wednesday when I return to Atlanta. So I got that. I will be shipping it out to you. Thank you for sending that. What's up, Tiffany Goodman? That's probably one of your kids, though. What's up, Darius? Hey, Wisdom. Hey, girl. Hey. What's up, Glenda? Crystal. Now, you know I wanted to... Is it ready for me? I was so ready. Listen, food stamps work in New York, too, at Trader Joe's, okay? Listen. Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, Lionel? Let me get my good government card out. Hold on. I was really going to I was going to post and say, hey, I can't come on tonight, but I would have never heard the end of it. Is it ready? Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, Dante? But I've been having a good time. Went to a place last night called Celio's. No, what's the place I went to last night? It's not called Celio's.
It's called Cielo.
Cielo. Cielo. Okay. Went to a place called Cielo. Thank you, Lionel. I appreciate that. Lionel, we got to get you to order them books now. Amen. Praise God. Thank you. You want to get in front? But you're going to be in the... That's what I was saying. Down with Danielle. She doesn't want to be on there.
The only way that I would order something like that.
Hey, girl. Hey. What y'all saying? What Shauna say? Oh, they would have let me have it for 2 nights in a row, for real. But when I say it's so cold out here, like, I can't even hold the phone. I can't even hold the phone. Like, it's so cold. So, but I don't think we're going to have service all weekend long at the cabin because they sent the instructions out and like they gave us like all of the instructions. Listen, it's cold. So they gave us all of the instruction and in the instruction it was saying that they didn't think that we would have, well, they said we wouldn't have service. Now I have Verizon, so I'm thinking I may have some service, but I don't know. So if I don't come on tomorrow night, then you know why. Hey, girl, hey. Yes, Carolina, it's freezing. What's up? Hey, girl, hey. Yeah, I don't... Do they have Wi-Fi at the place? I think they do have Wi-Fi. Yeah, I think they do have Wi-Fi, so then I can log in. I think they do have Wi-Fi. But when I say it's freezing... But we got up, we went to the gym today. Thank you. Look, she's trying to beg to get in the store. We went to the gym today. We worked out. We went to Equinox. Had a really good workout. When I say it's freezing, you don't know. Darren. Yeah, so we went to this place last night called Cielo's, which was the bomb. It's like house music, and I'm not even big on house music, but the shit was off the chain. And so I was with one of my friends, Isaiah. I posted a picture of myself and him. He knows everybody. So we got in for free. We drank for free. I'm in there drinking Moët. It's called Moët, not Moet. Black people. It's called Moët. Where we park? Now, it's too cold to be out here playing. Oh, yeah, it's the next one. So anyway, let me tell you about my hand. My hand is freezing holding this phone. I just want y'all to know. So we went, we had drinks. We grabbed something to eat last night at this, I don't think it was Mexican food. I don't know what it was. We're going to put it in the back or the... What did y'all do? What are y'all doing for the new year? Oh. So all we're going to be doing is at the cabin. We're going to be at the cabin. While we're getting groceries, there's some other people that are going to get board games and shit like that so we can play games. Other people are getting food as well. We're going to have alcohol. There's a hot tub. If you've never gotten in a hot tub out in the cold, you're missing out. It's such a good experience. Oh, Jesus, it's cold. My hand is freezing. It's such a good experience to go out into the cold and then jump in the hot tub, and you have your little cocktail, and you get the water up to your shoulders because it's so cold outside. That's the bomb. But for me, not Thanksgiving, what is this, New Year, I always like to be around people that I know. Like, I've never really been one for like going to like clubs or even going to somebody's house where I don't know a bunch of people, and the entire night you're explaining, hey, how you doing? My name is Craig. Nice to meet you. Oh yeah, I live in Atlanta. Like, who wants to do that all night? Like, I know, look at my nose, it's red, looking like Rudolph. But yeah, so like I've always wanted to go, like whenever I do New Year's Eve, I've always wanted to look or be around people that I've already known. So like you're not introducing yourself for the entire night. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the worst. But when I say it's cold here, and I thought about moving here before, like a couple of times I've thought about moving here. Let me get my seatbelt. We're not going to the Poconos. It's, is it upstate New York? It's upstate New York. Yeah. Because where you going? You got to go back and take that thing off of there. That's right up over here. They know you just came in there. Hold on, I got a story. Let me get buckled in. He got a story. Let me get buckled in. Y'all ready for the story? Y'all got your popcorn and stuff? Oh God. No, not Albany. I don't even know the name of the city, but it's on that paperwork, but I can't remember what city it was now. Yes, I wanted to move to New York because I kind of felt like if I moved here, like what kind of work would I create? What kind of books would I write if I lived here? Like the energy is so different here. And I think that's what happened when I lived in LA. Like the energy was so amazing in LA. And I ended up writing my first book. And then the second book happened. When the second book came out, I was living back in Atlanta. But it's about what was happening in when I lived in LA. So I just kind of thought about living here, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, once you live in Atlanta or any other place in the world where it's where you get this comfortable living and you can live, you can live well, inexpensively, you can't just move to New York. You understand? Like, I don't want to just move here and then be in some little efficiency size apartment. I would probably have to get a job. I'd probably have to go and get a job. Let me say it again. I'd probably have to go and get a job. I'd probably have to go and get a day job, right? Amen. But listen, no, I can't be doing all of that. I can't. Listen, I got things to do. I don't want to live in Jersey. I don't want to live in Jersey. I don't want to have to get on the train and come over here. Let me tell you something. If ever you hear about me moving to New York, trust and believe, a bitch got millions. I done got some millions from somewhere. Trust me, because I can't. Like, I want to have a wash and dryer in my place. I would want to have a dishwasher in my place. And if I didn't have a car, I would want to be able to just jump in an Uber whenever I wanted to, or be able to have a driver, you know what I'm saying? Like a full-time driver. So last night we went to this place called Cielo's, and the last train, because Danielle lives in Queens. So the last train was leaving from Manhattan, from Penn Station at 1:17 a.m. So we just happened to look at the damn clock and we're like, oh shit, we got to go. So we ran, jumped in a cab, got down to Penn Station. See, here we go. It was $7 in the cab to get down to Penn Station. Then it cost me $7.50 to get on the Long Island, the LIRR is what they call it. LIRR, Long Island Railroad. It was $7.50 to get on that. Then when I got to the station, I had to pay $7 and change again to take an Uber from there to Danielle's house. That's $21. And like I told you, when we went out, Isaiah, he knew the people at the door, so we didn't pay to get in. We drank all night for free. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's good when you know people, but that ain't got nothing to do with you paying your rent every month. Who you gonna know to help you pay your rent? It's one thing to have to know people when you go out and you can get a free drink here and there, but what about when it's time to pay your rent the first of the month, every month? Who gonna help with that? And I am too grown to have a roommate. No judgment for those who do, because you never know what somebody is working on, or they might be going back to school or whatever. It's no judgment, but I'm just saying, as for me and my household, I don't want a roommate right now. I didn't say I got lit, Shauna. They were worrying me the entire day talking about, go ahead and get a drink. Go on and get another drink. We taking care of you. And I was just like, I don't want to drink though. Because like Tuesday night, me, Shauna, Marika, you guys saw the live video. We were at Ray Mel's house. And when I say I was smashed, I was smashed. Well, let me put the light on right there. We were smashed. And like, when I got up on Wednesday morning, I had to leave Baltimore at 12:15. I didn't wake up. I can't believe that you didn't come, Darren. I just knew that you were going to be there. What's up, Wendell? Hey, girl, hey. I was smashed. And so when I got up on Wednesday morning, I was like, where am I? My dad was like, what you doing? You know you got to go to New York. Then this Negro, he taking the wrong exit, my father. And so I'm looking at the I was white girl wasted for sure. But I wasn't that bad. But I definitely had a slight hangover. And I wasn't drinking cheap alcohol. See, that's a misnomer. I think people think that you got to be drinking cheap alcohol to get a hangover, and that's not the case. But anyway, so we're going. My father's taking me so I can, get to New York, and I'm looking at the directions, and he going. I said, Dad, no, this is the exit. He said, no, we going this. I said, Dad, I'm looking at the damn GPS. Mind you, I only had 25 minutes to get there, and I'm like, okay, are you serious right now? Then he was driving slow. Yes. I talked to my mother today, and she said my father was like, yeah, he got the nerve to be in the bed when I came home. He wasn't even ready. And they're going to try to rush me, tell me I was driving too slow. We didn't leave Ray Mel's house till 4 a.m. Then I had the nerve to go home and get on the phone until 5. So I was lit up. So get to New York. Danielle scoops me up. Danielle is here. She's in the store now. We just, like I said, we just came from the gym and stuff. She did not want to get on camera. But I got to New York. Danielle scooped me up. Let me tell you, my friend, hey girl, hey, what's up, Kimberly? My friend Danielle had brought me some fish. She had brought some fried fish. That shit was so fucking good. We actually picking up 5 pounds of fish tomorrow on our way to the cabin, because that's something that we're going to take as well. I'm leading up to a story. And I need y'all to tell me if I was right or if I was wrong. And I'm okay with being wrong. Okay. At 41, I'm at peace with being wrong. I'm at peace with being able to say, you know what, I was wrong. I could have done that differently. So, get here. Danielle had, she had a vegan ravioli, and it was on like a bed of like mixed greens. And then she had like 5 pieces of fried fish for me. And then she had, it was like a hummus wrap, but it was wrapped in like collard greens. Oh my God. She get the fish from this place called, I'm gonna have to ask her when she come back. I can't think of the name of it. It's called, I can't think of the name of it, but that shit is good. I can't think of the name of it. I'm gonna have to ask her. I want to say Shoppers, but that's a place in Maryland. I can't think of it. So anyway, so we're going to pick up the fish tomorrow. So she had brought me food, so I was good. But mind you, because I got up so late, I didn't have time to eat on my way to New York. And so I had made a green smoothie real quick. I did get up and made my smoothie. I had fresh spinach in it. You know, the shit that I put in it. I had my smoothie. I grabbed me 2 bananas and 2 little cuties, you know, the little oranges. I had 2 of those, and I kind of rationed that shit out. And so I ate that. And so when I got here, she had the food for me. So I tore that food up. I killed it. And so in Baltimore, they say kilt with a T. I killed it. Hey, girl, hey, what's up, Tracy? Hey, girl, hey. So it ended up, Danielle dropped me off to Isaiah. We went to this little bar called Hangar. This little punk bar. Hey, don't y'all say that. We went to this little gay bar called Hangar. And so we went there. They were trying to get me to drink in there the entire time. And I was like, no, I'm not drinking in here. I can't do it. And so I did not drink. We left there. That's when we went and grabbed some food again. And then I had a drink when we went to Cielo's. And Cielo's, I had a really good time. And then I took the train home and all that stuff, jumped in the Uber. And so Danielle was doing girls' night with some girls that we went to college with. And so they were on Long Island because a friend of ours and her husband, a girl that we went to college with, and her husband opened up a restaurant on Long Island. So they were there having dinner. So Danielle, by the time she got in, I was asleep. I had taken my shower and I had gotten into bed. And so by the time she woke me up coming in. Okay, so here's the dilemma. Not the dilemma, but here's what I want y'all to tell me if I was right or wrong. So it's like 8 of us, maybe it might be 9 of us or 10. I don't even know how many people are going because I haven't really taken the time to count. But I think it's about 9 of us that are going. some of the people are here, right here in New York. One person drove up from Maryland. I flew up from Atlanta. Another friend from California. I think that's the only out-of-towners. And everybody else is from New York. Excuse me. Everybody else is from New York. So we've been planning this thing now for a few months. And so the idea was we were going to get food. We will all take food up to the cabin. And we would have, we would cook and eat and all that shit together. Just kind of pull everything together. So initially when Danielle said to me, hey, we're all going to New Year's Eve, going to the cabin for New Year's Eve. You should come. It's going to be a good time. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I said to her back then, I was like, well, listen, we don't eat meat. So, like, how's that going to work? She said, I know. She said, so we'll just go ahead and get the stuff that we're going to eat. Now, mind you, I don't try to push my diet on anybody else. And if I don't eat meat anymore, don't try to push your shit on me. So there's this group text going out with all of us in it. So in the group text, one of our friends, he coordinated the trip. And so he sent out the information about the house and the Wi-Fi and all that shit. And then he sent out a thing saying, hey, let me know what everybody's going to be bringing because we're going to all, eat together and we're going to take turns cooking and, da-da-da-da. Right, Darren. So when he first sent that out about a month or so ago, I sent a message to him as well. And I was just like, yeah, hey, that's cool. I'm looking forward to it, da-da-da-da. I was like, but I don't eat meat. So because originally, before he said we were going to all cook together, I was just thinking I would get whatever the fuck I'm going to eat and bring it and cook it and prepare it. And if you're going to eat some of my stuff, that's fine. But I was just thinking I was going to bring my own shit. Because me and my family, we did a cabin 4 years ago for Christmas. And so it's really nice when you do something different for the holiday. Break your routine. Stop spending all that money on these Christmas gifts and shit and take a wonderful trip. Somebody say take a trip. Do something different. So me, my mom, and it was like 12 or 13 of us, my family members, and we rented a cabin. One Christmas, we went up there like the 21st of December, and we came back the day after Christmas. And so, of course, there's kids in the family, so they still got gifts and shit like that, and we did some exchanges. But the main thing was for us that we spent those days together. The cabins usually have board games already there. They usually have videos like movies and things like that. So it's plenty of stuff to do. The house is equipped with pots and pans and everything you can think of. Hey girl, hey, what's up, Lisa Renee? So all you got to do is show up. You don't even have to take towels and washcloths because they take all that. Now I would take my own body wash and stuff like that. But anyway, so I know when we did the trip, we had to take all of the food. We had days and days worth of food. Like, it was so much food that we had to bring that shit back home. But you definitely want to have more than you need, because who wants to have to leave the house? Like, for example, this place that we're going to here in New York, it's like 25 minutes away to the Walmart. Like, who wants to drive 25 minutes because you forgot olive oil or some dumb shit like that, right? Hey, girl, hey, what's up, Jason? So, back to my story. So I was just thinking, I'm going to bring all of my vittles and the things that I need. Hey, Lisa Renee. I'm going to bring all of my vittles. And so Danielle and I decided, okay, well, we're going to put together and get everything that we need because we're the only ones that don't eat meat. Well, come to find out, another girl that went to Hampton with us, she doesn't eat meat as well. Didn't know that till today. So here's what happens. So the group text goes out. And so they're asking, okay, well, who's bringing what for what meal? So one of the guys in the group text says, well, I'm going to do chicken and waffles. I'm going to make chicken and waffles for breakfast on whatever day he said. Chicken and waffles. That's cute for everybody else, but he doesn't eat chicken. So what am I supposed to eat when y'all eat? So mind you, I had said to the coordinator back when he first sent out the message saying we would get our food together. I said to him then, I said, well, Thomas, I don't eat meat anymore. I said, so I said, well, I don't eat meat anymore. Are there going to be enough options for those? I said, Danielle doesn't either. I said, so are there going to be enough options for those of us that don't eat meat? Because if it's like, if you're talking about everybody's going to be cooking meals, are you going to be conscious that I don't eat the meat? There's nothing wrong with chicken and waffles. If I was still eating the chicken, I would eat it. But what am I supposed to do? Just nibble on a waffle while y'all eating chicken and waffles? No, I'm going to need you to have some shit for me to eat too. So anyway, so back then, Thomas was like, oh no, there are going to be plenty of options for everybody, blah, blah, blah. Well, fast forward to today, one of the guys in the group sends a message saying, well, the meal that I'm going to prepare for whatever day is going to be chicken and waffles. And so I sent a message in the group, and because I know messaging and shit in the group can come off wrong and whatever. So the first thing I started with, I was like, what's up, folks? I put an exclamation point, and I said, because Danielle had already sent the list of the shit that we were going to be buying from the store. So she had already sent the list, and I said to them in the group, I said, I'm actually going in with Danielle to gather those things that she listed above. I said, some of the items, now this is my language, listen to the language. I said, some of the items that we're bringing will be reserved for us for the meals that you guys have meat. And then I said, looking forward to seeing everyone in the hot tub, exclamation point. Well, wouldn't you know, the coordinator. See, this is why I don't fuck with Leos. And I know some of y'all might be Leos. And I don't mean no harm. But I'm going to say what I got to say. Leos always got to be confrontational. Leo, my ex was a Leo. The last guy that I was in a relationship with was a Leo. And for that reason, I have said that I would never date a Leo. Leos can be so combative. Leos have to have the last word. They always got to try to gather a bitch when there's no need to be trying to gather. There's no need to gather. Like, all I said was, like, now, I said it, I was if I could read it to you verbatim, I would, but I'm telling you, that's how I said it. I said, there will be some items reserved. I said, some items reserved for me and Danielle, since for the times when you guys eat the meat. Well, this motherfucker chimes in. See, he always got to try to light people up. So he gonna say, Craig, don't start. Bitch, if I had crickets, they'd be going right now. He starts with, Craig, don't start. What you mean? How am I starting? How am I starting? Because my thing is, all I said was, right. Like, how am I starting? You understand what I'm saying? Like, my thing is, the guy who said he was doing chicken and waffles, he doesn't know my dietary constraints or restraints. I know him because he used to live in Atlanta, but I haven't talked to him in a decade or more. So you don't know what I eat and what, you don't understand what I'm saying? So I wasn't trying to take a jab at him or any, my assumption is everybody in the majority of the people, the only people that I knew that did not eat meat were myself and Danielle. And so, like, for example, like we're getting this 5 pounds of fish. It's fried fish. Now, granted, I didn't say that y'all couldn't have any of the stuff that we're bringing. I just said, hello, new person. I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just in the middle of a story. And as you start to follow these videos, I'm usually on here Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. I usually am really good about reading the comments, but I'm in the middle of a story and I'll get ADD and forget what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that they couldn't have any of the food that we're bringing. I was just saying, in the moments when you guys are eating chicken, like in the example of the chicken and waffles, we're going to be nibbling over here on this, you know what I'm saying? We're getting specific things that we can eat. Bitch, you think I'm going to be sitting up at this cabin malnourished all weekend because y'all done ate up everything? And I can't eat chicken? So, not only did he start and say, hey, Lisa, oh, so you're new too. Not only did he, wait, it gets better. Not only, this is how I know I'm growing. This is how I know I'm growing. This is called the maturation of Craig Stewart. The maturation. Because the old Craig would have dug in. But this is what he said. His first words were, Craig, don't start. I'm going to be eating whatever I want to eat. And ain't nobody going to tell me what I can't have. And then he says, and this is where it gets a little cloudy for me because I can't look at the message, but I'm going to give you a summation of what he said. The last part was, we're all going to, there'll be plenty of options. He said something like, we're all aware of the vegetarian diets or something like that he said. Then he says, if this doesn't work for you, then maybe you may want to reconsider going. Bitch, I'm already in New York, so if you think I'm going back home, let's start with that. 2, you think that just because you planned the trip, that you get to fucking tell me that what I bring is open to everybody else? Now, I'm going to tell you, I have rehearsed in my mind everything I was going to reply with. But before I could, our friend from L.A. called my phone. Bitch, my fingers were like this, ready to type. Our friend from L.A. called. He said, "Now, bitch, before you respond." He said, because I hadn't even read the message yet. And my friend from L.A. called and said, "Before you respond." I said, "What you talking about?" He said, he just sent the message. Don't say anything. He said, just read it. And he said, and just think about what you're going to say before you say anything. And so I was saying to my friend who called, I was like, was I wrong though? I said, let me reread what I just said in my message. And I read it again. And even after I read it again, I'm like, well, I wouldn't even change any of my verbiage. I wouldn't even change any of my words because I felt like I started with, "Hey folks, !" And I ended it with, I'm glad I answered the phone too, Jason. And I ended it with, "I can't wait to see you guys in the hot tub, !" But the only thing I said was, there are a few items. No, I said some. I said there are some items that will be reserved for me and Danielle for the times that you guys eat meat. Now, what the fuck is wrong with that? So then, of course, Danielle, "I can't believe you said that. You shouldn't have." They all attacking me. "You shouldn't have said that. I just don't think you should have said anything." Now, what I will say is, I wish I hadn't said anything and I would have just brought my food up there and I would have just governed myself accordingly. Bitch, this is mine. And y'all eat that, because while y'all eating this chicken, because I know that the majority of the meals are going to be sausage. I don't eat eggs, because that's chicken. The majority of the meals is going to be chicken. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like meat. So, what am I supposed to do? Sit over there and nibble on the side while y'all eating up all of the fish and shit that we bring? But it's that Leo. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm a few years older than he is. I'm a few years older than he is. And he's just coming into his own. This is just a little background. If you read my first book, he's Twiggy. He's Twiggy in the first book. But I'm going to tell you, this was growth. Thanks, LaTracy. Thanks, Tiffany. And that's how I feel, Stephen. I'm grown. I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say. But see, he's an administrator. His job is an administrator, like he's in the school system. And my thing is, you might be used to telling people what to do, but you ain't going to tell me what the fuck to do. Exactly. You ain't going to motherfucking tell me what the fuck I can say. So, my thing is, y'all might tap dance around that motherfucker, but I ain't got to tap dance around him. So anyway, but let me go back. So in the first book, right, I guess he just want me to eat ice. What, he just want me to eat ice? And y'all know as much as I eat. So, in the first book, he was really, really quiet. I met him through the friend who called me and said, before you respond, don't answer. That's the friend that moved here, that flew here from L.A. to come to the cabin. He said, before you respond. Well, they were best friends. And so when I met him, he was just the sidekick. And he was really quiet. He was really soft-spoken. Which now he making money. He got a good position. And, you know, he thinks he's the cat's pajamas. It's one of my teachers. Okay? Give us his Facebook name. We will light him up. When I tell you, now he making his little money, he takes his little trips and stuff, and it's like he just feels like he can talk reckless. And I'm like, listen, bitch, I ain't the one. But I'm going to tell you, so after this whole brouhaha, this whole kerfuffle, Danielle sent the text in the group text, and she says, listen, I just want to have an amazing time. I'm sure we've all had some struggles this year and some great times as well this year. And I just want to be around friends and da-da-da-da. And so I just put a little heart on what she said. I didn't even respond to him. I put a little heart on what she said, and then a few other people put a heart on what Danielle said. And then somebody else said, yes, I just want to have a good time. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. You know, my thing is, why the fuck did you have to even act like I was saying, well, y'all gonna eat what the fuck y'all, what y'all bring? Joya, I need you to get them. Steven, Marika, I need y'all to get them. And so, but my thing is, why would you act like I was trying to act like nobody else can have some of the stuff? I'm not stingy like that. I'm not stingy like that. Like, I don't mind sharing stuff. I don't. All I was saying was, when y'all having y'all chicken and waffles, bitch, I'm gonna have fish and waffles. Like, y'all can't be eating up all of the fish knowing that me and Danielle and then this other girl that we went to school with. And so she came in as well and said, well, Craig, there will be some other well, she didn't say Craig, but she said there will be some other vegetarian options as well. And then Danielle was like, oh, yeah, because she's actually vegetarian as well. So it's like three of us that don't eat meat. So that was the whole thing today. And it just kind of put a damper on me. Not my day, but I just kept thinking about tomorrow and this weekend. And I'm just like, because when I see him, and now see, this is how I know me. When I see him, I'm not going to really want to fuck with him. You understand what I'm saying? And I haven't even seen him in person in a while. Like, we stay in touch over text from time to time. But I'm not even going to want to, like, when I hug everybody else, I'm not even going to want to be genuine and hug him. And I'm definitely not having this conversation with him tomorrow, because that ain't why the fuck I came to New York. Now, I don't mind having the conversation, but it ain't going to be while we in the cabin, because one, it's not fair to everybody else because they didn't come up there for that. Two, I didn't come up there for that, and I'm not interested in having that conversation. But part of me thought about calling him today and say, what was with all of that popping off in the text message? I was just simply saying, you know, in the event that there isn't enough on those times that you guys have meat, like, be mindful that, you know. But I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it alone, because my grandmother used to tell me, if you close your mouth, and I've said this to y'all before on here, if you close your mouth, eventually he or she will shut up too, because a person can't argue by themselves. A person can't argue by themselves, so just let it go. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to let it go. And then the conversation just continued, like the group. I didn't say anything else in the group. I didn't say nothing else in the group at all. But like, they were like, oh, well, somebody else was like, oh, well, I'm at Target right now. We're about to get some games. Are there any suggestions for what games we should get, what we should have? You know, that kind of thing. I didn't comment on that. You know, like, so they just were commenting, saying shit. So mind you, Danielle and I, this is after this whole thing happened. So Danielle and I are driving to the gym. We're on our way to the gym to work out. Well, one of our friends who's not going, she called on the phone. Craig, what's all of this that's going on? Are you starting stuff? Now, mind you, that means this motherfucker then got out of the group text and then called her. Mind you, somebody who ain't even going on the trip. He didn't call her. So now you blowing this shit up. Now you blowing it. See, this that punk shit. Now I'm going to go ahead and say, see, that's that fag shit. And see, I don't like all that. That's that faggotry. I just made that word up, but you can add it in your Urban Dictionary. Faggotry. That's Faggotry. Faggotry. See, I don't get into all of that. You understand what I'm saying? Why are you calling somebody else who ain't even going? Now, we all cool, because she and I went to college together, too. If you read the first book, her mom is Mrs. What was her name? The woman who gave me the card in the first book? I can't remember the name I gave the character in the book. Mrs. somebody. Remember, I got the graduation card. Well, it was her mom. So I've known her, you know, since college. And so, mind you, like I was saying to you earlier, he's really now just starting to develop his own group of friends, because he was just a kick-along when we first met back in Atlanta. And so now, all of a sudden, my friends from college, he's cool with them because they all work in the same field, and they just by chance met when he moved up here from Atlanta to New York. And so one day, this was a couple years ago, one day he said to me, yeah, but that was back when y'all were in Hampton. They're my friends now. Bitch, I ain't in competition for nobody's friendship. Like, wait a minute. Wait, what? I said, wait a minute. Wait. First of all, he ain't never been in competition for nobody's friendship because he is the light. Amen. And see, going back to the Leo. See, when I was dating this Leo, he could not stand, like, we would go into a room, and I'm just illustrating the story, y'all. I'm just illustrating the story. I'm not trying to pop my collar or no shit like that. But like, my ex is a writer. He writes for magazines, People, Upscale, Uptown, just magazines like that. Now, you guys know that I've written plays and I've worked with Brandy, never had a song on the album. But, you know, I've since done books. But when I was with my ex, I hadn't written any books yet. I had a greeting card business. I had written my plays and produced the plays and sold them out and stuff like that. So when we would go out, people would know me and there would be people that knew him. This is my ex, who's the Leo. And when I tell you, when we would get in the car and we'd be going back home, he'd be like, well, how did you know such and such? How did they know you? Like, you think you're the only person that people know? And so my friend Angela used to tell me back then, my friend Angela used to tell me back then, she said, Craig, she said, you just had, and again, I'm not sucking my own dick, okay? I'm just telling y'all, I'm not sucking my own dick. But my friend Angela used to say to me, she said, Craig, you have that kind of personality, that kind of energy, that when you come into a room, people just draw to your personality. Like I told you guys how I went to the paint and sip with Angela, and how I went to something with them. Oh, I went to a happy hour with them last week. Remember I told you I went to the black-owned place, and they were overcharging for the shrimp. It was like $16 for 6 shrimp. And so her staff, her people, they always want me to come and hang out. And so she's always saying, Craig, you just have that infectious kind of personality. People just want to be around you, right? And so Angela would say to me, with your ex, he has to work for that. It comes natural for you. People just draw to you. Okay, I can suck my own dick if I want. So, same kind of thing. So it was just one of those things where the guy at the cabin, going to the cabin, was like, well, we friends now. First of all, I ain't never had to work for no friends like that. Yeah. And I'm not in competition for no friendship. It's like, I'm securing my friendships with these people. I can share friends. Yeah, I can share friendships. You ever have friends who don't know how to share? That just because I introduced you to, okay, for example, like we all hung out the other night at Ray Mel's house. I know Shauna, I know Marika, I know Ray Mel. Excuse me. The three of them didn't know each other. I went to high school with Marika. I went to elementary and middle school with Trina and Shauna. I met Ray Mel after I put out my first book, and we just became really, really cool because he came to a couple of the signings. I realized that he was not crazy, and we became cool. So, but my thing is, I've connected those 4 people. If they start hanging out in Maryland and doing things together, wonderful. I'm not the kind of person where it's like, oh, y'all can't be hanging out without me. Oh, I brought y'all together. Who does that? That's crazy. You got friends like that who don't know how to share friends? That's what he said to me one time. Hey, boy, hey, Theodore, can you please go upstairs? Listen, it's packed in here, and it's a cold night, but go upstairs, okay? I know you supported the greeting cards and everything the other week right before Christmas, and you bought all of the books. You've bought so much to say podcasts, clothing, and attire. But Theo, I can't show favoritism. You got to go upstairs, okay? Hey, boy, hey. But seriously, it's like, I've never been like, you understand what I'm saying? And now he lives here in New York, and he's friends with my core friends from Hampton. Yes, I knew them before him, but I don't give a fuck about you being friends with them. And like, they travel together, like they go out of the country together. I've never once been jealous. I'm just not a jealous person. I'm just not. I'm sorry. And so for you to say that to me, it's like, what is wrong with you? Faggotry. That's for the Urban Dictionary. They don't put that in your regular dictionary for all of the other words that I give you. Put that in that's the first word that we're putting in the Urban Dictionary. Faggotry. I just don't deal with all of that. See, and that's why I keep my circle small. Come on up here in this broomstick, Bianca. And when you jump off the broomstick, bring it on his, because we got some ass to kick. But it's just like, this is so silly. And it's like, I haven't seen you in a couple years, and this is how you interact with me over text. All because you got to try to puff in front of everybody else in the group. So my thing is, faggotry is Faggotry. Faggotry. Now, we only going to use that in small circles. Then you can't be out in the streets. You can't be in Walmart saying faggotry, because I can't listen. Okay? We can only say that in here, in this community. Go ahead and hit the share button on this video. Go on and hit the share button, please. Share this video, because I know somebody in here need to hear this story about how they don't know how to share friends. That don't make no damn sense. But listen, the word faggotry, we only can share with, we can only say that to each other. And don't go saying that in the Walmart. Don't go saying that in the grocery store, because somebody might say that you're that's a hate crime, or you being slanderous or something like that. That's something we're gonna use in here in this community. Okay, like I told Shauna the other day, she can't be walking around talking about to the punk bar. You got to say that that's kitchen table talk, as Wendy Williams would say. That's kitchen table talk. That's what we're gonna say in here. Now don't be saying that outside of here, unless you in closed circles with your friends. We just bought some bottled waters. I need to reach back here and get bitchatry. I need to reach back here and get one of these bottled waters. So it just kind of, I'm just like, why are you acting like that? And I'm like, I got enough nerve to be like, you know what? Cash at me my motherfucking money back, and I'll just stay up here in the weekend, up here in town, and I'll just hang out in New York, and then fly back on Tuesday, because I ain't for the bullshit. Yes, this is the kitchen table, okay? We're sitting at the kitchen table in this room. But, it's just silly. What we say in this circle stays in this circle. But share the video, okay? Share the video. Hit the share button, please. Thank you. So anyway, listen. So, the kid came in town. I came in town yesterday. And so me and my friend Isaiah, I met Isaiah through my friend Lynn. Lynn is in Charlotte. Listen. And see, this is the thing. That's what I'm saying. Craig at 41 is a different species. Because, see, Craig at 27 would have cussed his ass out. And then I'd have said, send me my motherfucking money back through the Cash App, bitch. Fuck y'all and this cabin. And I would have spent my little weekend right here in New York. Because he knows some people in the city. He knows some people in the city. So, but I'm growing. That's growth. That's growth. See, some of y'all would have wanted to have the last word. See, I've learned now at 41. I'm going to tell you, a guidance counselor in school, her name was Miss Purvis. Those of you that went to Falstaff, y'all probably remember Miss Purvis. I remember she said to me one time, she says, because I was so precocious, she said, there's a word, precocious. She said, why do you always have to have the last word? She said, you don't always have to have the last word. She said, you want people to walk away from you and say, you know what? He's a wonderful person, and he doesn't always have to have the last word. And see, when I was in middle school, I was like, girl, no, I got to have the last word. Who wants to walk away not having the last word? See, that was that Taurus the bull. But see, once you grow and you evolve, because I'm going to tell you, silence is deadly. Silence is deadly. When a bitch is it's even powerful when somebody send you a text message. Oh, Miss Purvis was at City. Okay, she was at one of them schools. Okay, she was at my high school. Silence is deadly. Say it with me. Silence is deadly. Because when a bitch is waiting for you to respond to a text message and you don't even respond, that will fuck them up more than you responded. I promise you. If you don't believe me, try it. But see, that's where you got to control your ego. Because, see, it's your ego that's telling you, oh, no, let that bitch have it. You got to respond to her or him. Let her have it. Go on. She ain't going to get the last word from you. But I guarantee you, if you don't learn nothing else from me, I guarantee you, I promise you, that sometimes silence is more painful. They will sit there and be like, that bitch ain't say nothing to me. Because, see, you too busy. You too important to respond. Bitch, you ain't even important enough for me to respond to you. And see, I have an iPhone, and I have my red receipts on. So, like, when I open up my text messages, you know I read the message. So when I'll hit a bitch with that. I'll click on the message so you know I read it, and then didn't even respond. And then you messaging me an hour later, 2 hours later, 2 days later. Did you get my message? Yeah, I got it. I chose not to answer. Silence is deadly. And even if you're in an argument and somebody, you just look at them. Okay. And turn and keep it moving. Hit the share button. But when I tell you, got to the little place, CLO's, it was such a dope little spot. In Atlanta, it kind of reminds me of MJQ's, but it's a little more upscale than that. Like MJQ is like all dark and dank, is down a hill, and yeah, silence can kill you, baby. And so Isaiah had introduced me to a couple of his friends. One of them was up here from Miami, and the other one lives right here in New York. Well, wouldn't you know, they both, say it with me, they both were sweet on the kid. What I tell you about this? I mean, it was like, yeah. And they were like really close friends. And when I tell you, they were both trying to get their time in to talk to me and just try. They both were sweet on the kid. Sherry, what's up, Sherry? They both were sweet on the kid. And let me tell you something. Can we be honest with each other? Can we be honest with each other? Can I be honest with y'all? Can I be honest with y'all? After playing with Raymel and Shauna and Trina and all them knuckleheads the night before, Marika, Steven, I'd taken a shower before I got over to Raymel's house. Got home. It was literally right down the street. Got home, went to bed. I was so smashed from them drinks, I didn't even brush my teeth. Now, you know I brush my teeth at night. I jumped right into bed. I had just enough time that next morning to get up, make my juice, grab my 2 bananas, grab my 2 little cuties, the little oranges, and to get my ass to New York. I did not take a shower. I did brush my teeth when I got up and flossed. I brushed my teeth and flossed when I got up, but I did not have a shower. So I just threw on some sweatpants. I had on a hoodie. Nuts was probably musty from being a child. Listen, went straight out. I know, Sherry, we need to catch up. I went straight out to this place, right? I had not showered, hadn't even seen water. I didn't see water until that night when I got to Danielle's house, and I told you I took a shower, and by the time she came in, I was in the bed asleep. Well, they all in the kid's face. I didn't smell, though. Now, had you gone down in these underwear, and had you pulled these panties back, now I can't be responsible for what happened if you pull these panties down and put your face down there. It might be a little musty. But I was just coming out here for a little community, you know. I was just coming out here to hang out, right? They don't pull these panties down because I don't know what to expect. But when I tell you they were in the kid's face, hit the share button, hit the share button, hit the share button, somebody. When I tell you they were in the kid's face, like one guy's, and you know how when somebody talking to you and they so in your face. Y'all done had those experiences where you ain't had time to take a shower. You know, you done had them experiences where you ain't have time to take a shower, and then you go to pee, and fellas, when you go to pee and you pull your dick out, and that's fragrance, not fragrance, but that must wafts up, and you're like, oh God. You've had those moments. And women, when you pull your panties down and you go sit down and that air blows up, you done smelled your rancid ass before. Hit the share button. Hit the share button. So I'm in there with my sweatpants on. I done traveled all day. So they all grinning and smiling. And so the one was like, so, hey, how are you? Oh my God, it's so, like, he talking to me intense. He in my face like this. And I'm like, hey, it's good to meet you too. I'm going to turn this heat down. It's a little warm sitting in here now. And so he's sitting there talking to me. Is this the button? Yeah, this is the button. So he in my face, just intense. He talking about, so where are you from? Where do you live now? What do you do? Like, he trying to get the business. And so I'm talking, but I ain't even interested in him. So we chit-chatting, but he's nice, he's personable. So then the other friend at this time is playing it cool. He's sitting back, he ain't really trying. He letting me know that he's friendly, and he's going like, he's smiling, hey, how you doing? We chit-chatting and stuff, but he's really playing it cool. You know when he lit up? When we got to Cielo's, and he had a couple cocktails by then. That thing had sequestered me over to the bar. He had sequestered me over to the bar. I'm over by the bar. And he like, I cannot, because mind you, he'd been marinating on it the whole night. And mind you, when we were walking, he had locked his arms in mine. He said, this is the one that was playing it cool at first. He locked his arms in mine. He said, do you mind if I hold your arm like this? I said, no, you good. And so we walking. So at this point, the one that was up front at first, he's starting to fall back. Because I guess he's like, oh, my friend trying to get in there, you know. So we get to Cielo's and we having drinks and shit. Well, at this point, I had a glass of Moet. I said this earlier when I first came on. It's called Moet, not Moet, black people. The word Moet is French. It's a French champagne. It's Moet. It's not Moet. Okay? I'm trying to teach you. I'm trying to help somebody. Hit the share button because somebody on your friend list says Moet. But anyway, so we at the damn bar, and the second guy who was playing it cool at first, because they were gagging. They were gagging that I'm 41. They were like, you are not 41. The guy was like, you fucking kidding me. The one who was playing it cool. He's like, you're lying. He's like, you're not 41. I said, no, really. I'll be 42 in May. He said, oh my God. Like, he was just gagging, right? So by the time we get to Cielo's, he all in my face. Now he like this. He like, I said, what, you want to kiss? You know I said it. I said, what, you want to kiss? He said, no. He said, is that how people come at you? That's how people come at you? I said, well, I mean, I'm just saying, you close enough. I'm just wondering, like, what you doing? Help me help you. Help me help you. Yes, Charlotte, the life and times. Help me help you, though. Like, what do you need? Because you're really close. And so he's like, no, I just think that you're just so attractive. And, like, I just would have never thought, you're giving me something to look forward to at 41. Because he's 31. So he's 10 years my junior. And he's like, I just can't believe you're 41. And so he's like, I just want to tell you, I just think you're so attractive, and I really would like to get to know you. Mind you, he's seeing somebody now for 7 months. Sir, you're seeing somebody now for 7 months. Like, what? You had already told me that. Daniel, what's the name of the place where we get in the fish from?
Stop and Shop?
Stop and Shop. I knew it was something like that. It's called Stop and Shop, Crystal. The fish place, the fried fish. And so I was like, he said, I'm just putting it out there. I just want you to know that, you know, I'm interested. Okay. Baby, he wanted some sweet lips, some sweet nookie, some sweet dig. I'm gonna say it again. Sweet dig. What time is it? It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10:01. Good night, guys.
It's 10:01. So yeah, so that was the first 24 hours of my day.
Oh, I suppose you told them about your whole friendship?
Oh, I can't show them you. I was about to turn it around.
No, I'm not interested.
I was telling them about Cielo's, and the bags are already in the car, Tiffany. Danielle went into Old Navy to pick up something. She talking about, you ain't helping with the bags? We've already been to the grocery store, Crystal. I mean, Tiffany. We already put the grocery bags in the car. You got to go and take those, that thing off the boot.
I did that already.
Oh, you already went down there?
Mm-hmm.
I know. We sitting here in sour panties and drawers from the gym. Right. Oh, yeah, let me tell everybody that's in here. Listen, I've written 3 books. Thank you, Carolyn. You on it, baby. Can somebody pin the website down there? It's Craig the Writer Stewart. If you want me to sign and ship your books to you, you can Cash App me the money. My Cash App is The Writer. There's a picture of me. The books are $18 each if you get all 3, so that's $54. If you get the first 2, which are about my life, you just Cash App $36. You can go through Amazon if you think I'm a set work and I'm going to take your money. Go on through Amazon. You can download it on your iPad. You can download it on your Kindle, whatever device you have. And I narrate the first one. I narrate Words Never Spoken, the first book. It's in audible.com. I'm going to be recording the second book soon. I haven't done it yet. But the third book is a book of quotes. It's called So Much to Say, a book of quotes. Look, the audience is leaving now. Look at that collection plate going around. Look at the audience dropping. The collection plate is going around. There's some links tagged in this video. Which one is it? I was going to turn it off. Oh, there it is. There's some links tagged up here in the video, up at the caption. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and pin that. Thank you, Joyo. Must reads. Thank you, Sherry. Sherry, this is my 3rd book. We're going to be starting the book tour in February. I think LA is going to be first, and then Houston. I'm talking with some people. We're going to work it out. I'm going to start announcing those dates once we have it solidified. And if I can get online tomorrow night, I'll be here tomorrow night at 9 p.m.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Have an amazing night. Share this video. Bye.